Hello everyone and welcome. Let's try that again. Hello everyone and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 3 for the next CPU tournament. I realize it's almost been 2 weeks since the last one, and I said I intended to do them weekly. But I knew that for the last one I wouldn't be able to do it in the weekend because it'd be super busy then. So I did it on a Wednesday, I believe it was. And now I also had a super busy weekend, but I knew that I'd be home very early on Monday. So I decided let's do it on Monday. No, I don't want to see a duel. Let's go away from the duel. I intended for this stream, this tournament, to be the male-only tournament. Because 2 tournaments ago with the female-only tournament, I thought let's do a male-only tournament. Not with every male character in the game, because that would just be way too many. At least for what I wanted to do with this theme. But I did, like, choose 2 or 3 of them, and for the rest I randomized them. I had a really nice lineup, but I want Zane Truesdale to be in it, and to use a specific deck that I haven't yet unlocked for him. So I'm trying to find where to get Obelisk Blue Zane to fight him in a story. Because I've been able to partner with it, and I've done a story mode, but I haven't yet been able to find him anywhere. I think since doing that story mode, I haven't faced Zane at all, which I find somewhat surprising, because I feel like I have to fight him somewhere in the story mode, Obelisk Blue Zane, to unlock his like old Cyber Dragon deck, I guess. Something without Cyber Kirin, without Cyber Esper, without Cyber Ogre, no Cyber Darks, just his Cyber Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon. That's the main focus of his deck. That's the one I want. Deck 7. I haven't been able to unlock that yet, so I delayed that for a bit. But we're going back to a not themed tournament, because I do intend to occasionally have those as well. 16 people, 3 from page 3, and the other 13 randomized from page 1 and 2, with there being at least 1 page 1 character. I have made quite a few custom characters. I can actually show you in the recipe viewer. Bunch of my decks. I think some of these you've seen. I have strings. I haven't shown strings yet. My strings not appeared yet. I think strings is late for me. I have Sartorius, the leader of the Rayello Dorm. I have Yusei, Chancellor Shepard, Dimitri, one of the Rayello students from the anime. He'll be using a different deck every time he appears. Pharaoh, the cat, who was in the Slade tournament. Marcel Bonaparte. He's going to use the Sacred Beast deck, so that's going to be an interesting one to see. Yami Marik is one I made, I think, yesterday. No, Yami Marik I made a little while ago. I made Yami Yugi yesterday. I made Pegasus yesterday. I made Bandit Keith. Yes. Why does it say 23 of... That's not... Huh? That's not the date whatsoever. Oh, it's the year first. I thought it was like maybe it's the American system, the Dutch system. It's year, month, day. Why is everything so different? It's so confusing. Okay, yeah, that was yesterday then. I made a deck for Bandit Keith, one for Marik Ishtar, so the non-evil Marik. I have like a semi-Gravekeepers deck, but I felt like Ishizu, at least in the games, often uses Gravekeepers, but I felt like I wanted to use the Earth Fairies for Ishizu that's used in the anime. So I gave the Gravekeepers to Marik, I felt like that was appropriate, and then I made one for Ishizu as well. So a fairy deck with a bunch of her Earth Fairies in there. Which of those will be in this tournament? Well, let me show you the brackets. I will also immediately link it in Twitch chat for everyone watching live. That is the bracket. If you click on it now, you can still make predictions. I will soon be starting the tournament. So, we have Dorothy, who will be making either her second or third appearance in the tournament. Probably third, because I used her once and then she was in the female-only tournament for her second one, now she's in her third. I unlocked her tuner deck. She has a deck with Card Ejector, Dark Magician Girl, and then the rest is tuner monsters, and a few tuner support cards. But without many non-tuners, she's not going to synchro much. She's much more useful in tag duels. Where I tagged with her, I did the story with Dorothy in her synchro deck. So that was fun using my own synchro deck and actually getting some good synchros out. Because she has really good synchro mons in her extra deck as well. Just barely has any chance to summon any of them on her own. And Dorothy is going to fight Yami Marik. So one of the new decks, one of the custom decks that I made. Yami Marik is like, there's a bit of a, sort of a burn deck with a bunch of card space in the anime as well. Then Slade Princeton, one of the final few characters that I unlocked was the Princeton brothers, the Paradox brothers, and then Vice Chancellor Bonaparte out of the page 1 and 2 characters. I have now unlocked all of them. Slade Princeton is going to be in this one, and Docs of the Paradox brothers will be in this one, and then Jagger Princeton, Para, and then Vice Chancellor Bonaparte will be in the next tournament. I assume, anyway. Sorry about that interruption. Yeah, Slade Princeton's there, and then the other three will be in the male-only turn, which I hope will be the next one. There's Slade and Nova. Nova's one of the page 3 characters. He uses a banish deck, but the reason I find it difficult to beat sometimes is because he combines stuff like Macrocosmos with Gravekeeper's Servant, which actually makes you unable to declare attacks, which can be really hard to deal with. I feel like with that specific deck, he's one of the few page 3 characters where I'll have him where I make him use deck 1. Because usually deck 2 is better. But his first deck is dealing with Gravekeeper Servant, and that's the combo that I've had trouble with. So I'm making him use that. Yumi is another Obelisk Blue student. A lot of the Obelisk Blue gets randomized. There's a bunch of Slifer Reds and Obelisk Blues. There's a lot less Rai Yellows in page 3. Fujiwara will appear. Alexis Rhodes and Blair Flanagan. That's our 2 page 1 characters. Well, 2 of them anyway. Colin. I don't remember who Colin is. I'll have to find out. Against Professor Crowler. Then Amnael. Professor Banner's alternate. It turns out Amnael hasn't actually been in the tournament. I think Banner's been in one twice, but not as Amnael, and I treat Amnael as a separate character. They have 44 characters, page 1 and 2 combined, but I counted as 47 because I count Night Shroud, Supreme King, and Amnael as separate characters. Amnael's gonna fight Yubel, so 2 evils fighting each other. Chancellor Shepard will be making an appearance as one of the custom decks. He'll be fighting Bastion, Misawa, and I believe that's his water deck, which uses Oxygalon as well, Hydrogalon, Water Dragon. Then Sartorius, the leader of the Raw Yellow Dorm, who using a food deck. He's gonna fight Docs of the Paradox Brothers. Let's see. Start the tournament. Welcome everyone that is here. Let me just see if this is still looking good. Yes. Okay, let's set up that first duel. It's been a little while since I've done the tournament, and I've definitely missed it. I really like seeing these AI duel. A reminder that all the custom deck duelists, so in this tournament, Yami, Marik, Chancellor, Shepard, and Sartorius, I cannot make the character models for them. I cannot use their voices. So their decks will be played by a generic Duel Academy teacher, but I can make, that's one of those specific teachers called Mimicry. I can make them use any deck that I want. That's like Mimicry's thing. Thing is, Mimicry himself can be randomized as a page 3 opponent, in which case he'll use one of his own decks, because he does have them. Yami Marik against Dorothy. I want to say Dorothy was number 26. Yes, I remembered correctly. Deck number 1. Here we go. Tournament number 6. Who will be our 5th person to qualify for the Champions Cup? We have Disa. We have Donzalug. We have Tanya and Zanny. We have 2 page 3 characters. And 2 page 2 characters. Will one of the page 1 characters do it this time? There's 3 of them in the tournament. Or will one of the customs do it for the first time? I made a lot of them pretty strong. Let's see. Oh, that was... I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's get this tournament away. Dorothy versus Yami Marik. Bum, bum, bum.
勉強の成果をテストしよ
どう？ぴったりだろう。
デュエル。
ここからカードを引くのかい？私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。
Dorothy's main weapon is probably having a strong tuner in the graveyard, then banishing it with the quick play spell Battle Tuned and permanently boosting another monster's attack. But the moment there's any like spell negation or monster destruction, then that becomes a lot less useful. Yami Marik starting with a bit of stall, monster defense mode.
まずはカードを引くんだっけ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動。
Why would you do that?
ここに置くんだっけ。
Are you actually gonna attack? Because otherwise, why would you do that? Also, that's a tuner. Why wouldn't you just wait with the effect and send them out back? Then again, you're Dorothy. You barely know how to duel. It was a stealth bird. A stealth bird. If Yami Marik wants to use the effect, it will have to go to attack position. They'll end the turn in attack position. Ooh, lava golem. Imagine lava golem boosted by battle turn. Well, this is probably good for Yami Marik because he can stealth bird and lava golem for 1,000 damage every time. And with ally of just a cyclone creator gone, swords cannot be put back in the hand. Huh? Ooh, nice. Anti-burn damage. Don't forget that's what Hanawara did.
まずはカードを引くんだっけ。私のターン。ドロー。
Yeah, Dorothy doesn't have anything that can get rid of Lava Golem. So that's gonna be 3 more turns of that. Plus 3 more turns of Stealth Bird, because no way that Dorothy can't get rid of swords. So that's another 6,000 damage. Well, actually, not Stealth Bird this time. It's put in defense. But we'll get the Lava Golem every time.
まずはカードを引くんだっけ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ、先生のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動だ。モンスター効果発動だ。ターンエンドだ。
ここからカードを引くのかい。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
ド どうした先生のターンドローモンスター効果発動だ
That's 1,000 damage. Dorothy's gonna take another 1,000 from Lava Golem,
なんだい
leaving her with 1,700. And we haven't even seen any of Marik's set cards. There might be Ceasefire, there might be Nightmare Wheel. I'm not sure if Marik is Ceasefire. Pretty sure he doesn't have Nightmare Wheel though. It fits his character.
まずはドローってやつかい私
So
の
maybe it won't end at the end of this turn, but it might. Oh, let's see what her destiny draws. It's Dark Magician. Well, she might actually be able to synchro if she does this right. Wait, she has a way to get rid of Lava Golem. But with Messenger of Peace on the field, she still can't get rid of the spell. No, okay, wrong card. Dorothy's done next turn. If Marik doesn't use cards that can do it on his. What's to be expected though. If Dorothy wins any duel, it's magic. This is probably still her best deck, and especially with due to... Well, Cyclone Creator can do some decent things. If she can get a Synchro out, card exec or Dark Magician Girl, that's nice. But Battle Tune is probably her key card. Good old Tremendous Fire, simple effect, 1,000 damage to the opponent, 500 to yourself. And Yami Marik wins the first duel.
まだまだだな。もっと頑張らないとダメじゃないか。
面白いもんだね、デュエルってのも。え？終わりなのかい？
Yes, it is. We go to the bracket, and Yami Marik moves on to round 2 to the quarterfinals, where he will be facing either Slade Princeton or Nova. Slade Princeton has a dragon deck. Nova, as I mentioned before, has a banish deck with Gravekeeper Servant. If you can get that out, I wonder if Slade has enough stuff like Dust Tornado and Heavy Storm to take care of everything. There's Nova. This first deck, please. Slade was here somewhere. Okay. Second match in round 1, Slade Princeton against Diablo's Blue Student Nova. We already have 2 page 3 characters that have won a tournament so far. Is Nova gonna be the third? Fucking Slade and his deck that he made with money. Stop it.
Yosh, やろう。帝王学はすべてに通ずる。それはデュエルでもな。デュエル。行くぞ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。
He has MST, okay. And the AI generally doesn't use MST on set cards. It's almost always on a face-up card. So whether someone plays Wave Motion Cannon or Solemn Wishes, something like that, Field Spell will immediately be chained. Banish of the Radiance to the graveyard. Maybe put there for use with Monster Reborn. Gravekeeper Servant already active. Where's the MST? I'm surprised he hasn't used it. Maybe he's gonna use it once the effect activates? Because it doesn't disrupt his attacks yet. Got a Sapphire Dragon. Nova's deck is not deck destruction. That's not the point of the deck. It's banish stuff and make use of effects once they're banished. Make cards more powerful because cards are banished. There's a bit of stall in there too with something like Spirit Reaper. But he wants to get something like Banish of the Radiance, Macrocosmos, even Dimensional Fissure on the field alongside Gravekeeper Servant. Because otherwise, like, sure, he could still win with deck out if Slade doesn't have a way around Spirit Reaper. So far, he does in terms of tribute, but it's going to cost him a lot of his own cards. And there's your everything gets banished card. Slade Princeton is now unable to declare an attack. Dragon's Mirror already. We're going for King Dragoon with Lord Dragons and the Hexal Fusion. Yep. He wants to do it already. I'm surprised he does. But he likes his fancy fusions. Actually, he does have a defensive effect, so that could come in use. Also, can special summon a dragon from the hand once per turn, I believe. Soul Absorption when things get banished. That's it. Mystical Space Typhoon on that? No, okay. It does go on Gravekeeper Servant. He's just waiting for something else to stop it. For some reason. So things will still get banished. Okay. The attacks can be declared. Nova will hopefully draw into more Gravekeeper Servant. Ooh, special summon Prime Material Dragon. Slade has some real good stuff on the field, but with no piercing and no way to go to Spirit Reaper, what are you gonna do? Banish of the Radiance will be destroyed. So that's the full banish card gone too. Burn Maju, yeah, that's one of his key cards. Powering it up for every banished card or banished monster. I think F400 attack and defense for every banished card you have. I want to say that's what the effect is. Starts at 0. It's a really strong field, but against Spirit Reaper you can do nothing. We're just waiting for another Gravekeeper Servant or another monster to be played. Or Slade to draw into something that can stop Spirit Reaper and then watch the set card be Mirror Force.
エンドだ。おとなしく軍門に下れ。私のターン。ドロー。戦闘だ。モンスターで攻撃。モンスター効果発動だ。
I guess he does have some deck destruction cards, so that... I feel like right now that might be his win condition. He's already used some of his banish cards. I haven't seen Dimensional Fissure or Microcosmos yet, so that might be coming later. And once that comes in, he gets a bunch of life points because of Soul Absorption. And with Slade still not having drawn into anything he would want to use, a bit of Spirit Reaper and Marshmallow. He's like, he honestly should play Torrential Tribute, but he doesn't have a monster to summon anymore. Unless he draws the level 5+. He probably would hope to draw into one, Tribute Summon it, then Torrential, take out 3 of the ones that are indestructible by battle, that would be huge. Then normal summon something the next turn, finish it. Or Tribute set the monster, wait until your next turn to get your normal summon again, then flip summon it, Torrential Tribute, then immediately normal summon Mystic Tomato. Or X-Dragon Newt, I suppose, for a bit more, but then it can switch to defense. But at least then you can do some damage. Hopefully. Oh, Lightning Vortex! To get rid of all 3 of them! Nova, what is your set card? Nova, what is your set card? Oh, that's huge. If his set card isn't something like Mirror Force, it's done. Master Dragon's smart to go first, because now it's not going to be halved by Megamorph. Oh, he had his combo for just a moment, but Slade was able to break through it with an MSD, which then allowed him to attack again, take a Banish of the Radiance. With the other one, banished monster. It's over! Nova did not make it. Slade Princeton moves on to the quarterfinals to fight Yami Marik.
僕の負けか。国を動かすことに比べたら、デュエルで勝つなどたやすいことだ。
Slade Princeton to the quarterfinals. Next up, a character that I thought I put in a tournament at some point, but I guess he hasn't been in there yet. In Fujiwara, this Clear World deck, which if he gets it set up, it can be really good, but it's not that consistent. And he's going to fight one of the other page 3 students, Yumi. Don't remember what Yumi's deck is, so we're gonna find out together. 2 students from Obelisk Blue, Yumi versus Fujiwara. Let's go. Fujiwara looks so nice in the image, but then you get to the duel.
悩む者よ、苦しむ者よ、悲しむ者よ、すべてを認めよう。俺がその心の闇を受け止めてやる。
Yeah, he doesn't have a nice version.
ダークネスと一つになるのだ。
At least Sartorius has a nice version.
よし、行くわよ。
デュエル。
行くぞ、私のターン。
Counter Trap deck?
ドロー。
Counter Fairies? Trap card deck in general, this just seems to disrupt the opponent, but probably hasn't drawn to the win condition yet. Or something that could do something decent. Jurassic drop off immediately, get rid of that card. Terraforming, but it wasn't needed. Clear World is already there. Negative effects happen depending on the attribute of a monster that's in the field. And the AI do not play around it, they just play whatever they feel like is best. And then later think, oh, I can't play it now. That sucks. Mask of Darkness is a dark monster. If you have a dark monster on the field, you cannot attack. So that's the worst, probably. And Dawn...
モンスターをセットよ
No, they actually set because they realized they can't attack with
セ
it?
ットよ
Huh. I'm pleasantly surprised. But the moment I think gets flipped face up, Yumi cannot
受け止
attack.
めてやるよ俺のターンドロー
リバースカードオープンカウンタートラップ発動よ
Yeah, get rid of that card too. He doesn't have monsters to play yet. So that could be Yumi's advantage. They just
これが
can't... Even if Dansalu could be in face of defense and Yumi has a bunch of light monsters for the rest of the field, she still can't attack because a dark monster exists on her field.
モンスターをセットよターンエンドよ
Don't remember what's in the rest of her deck, what kind of monsters, what kind of attributes.
俺のターン
But is this very simply already a win for Fujiwara because of it? He just has to draw into a monster that he can summon.
魔法発動
Now, Fujiwara's monsters are
オープンカウンタートラップ発動よ
dark, at least printed dark. But then the first effect says when this card's on the field, it's not treated as dark.
カードをセット
Which is there to avoid the negative effect of Clear World of being unable to attack.
全てを無にする力だ
行くぞ私のターンドローこれで行くわモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ
Yeah, good idea, Mephist. Now you can't attack. This may take a while.
ドロー出ろモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
There we go, Clear Phantom. We might actually be able to see an attack.
バトル食らいつくモンスターで攻撃
One's got attacks. So what happens when it gets destroyed? Because it has an effect for that.
モンスター効果
Something about top 3 cards. That's a discard a card because of Mephist.
モンスター効果発動
Here comes Phantom's effect. Top 3 cards of the opponent's deck to the grave. And the monster that destroyed it gets destroyed.
魔
Okay.
法発動
The premature burial, bring it back.
出ろモンスターを特殊召喚
Oh, wait. The monster you sent earlier. Wheeler Fisher's Knight is one of his best ones.
これが全てを無にする力だ
行くぞ私のターンドロー手札から速攻魔法発動よ
The Clear World? No, it's premature burial. The monster's gone. What are you gonna do? Premature burial into Memphis and then not be able to attack again?
俺のターンドロ
You should have at least flipped Summon Mask of
ー
Dark
手札か
before
ら
summoning
永続魔
Memphis.
法発動
Ooh, Field Barrier to protect Clear World.
これが全てを無にする力だ
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスターをセットよターンエンドよ
俺のターンドローモンスターをセットこれが全てを無にする力だ
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスターをセットよターンエンドよ
俺が全て受け止めてやるよ俺のターンドロー手札から永続魔法発動これが全てを無にする力だ
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスター効果発動よ手札から装備魔法発動よ
Nice to give your Night Descent and your Mephis, but you have dark monsters. And Yumi, your name is almost like Yami, and Yami is dark. Let's check. I'm gonna check Yumi's deck. Does she have any non-dark monsters, or any other way to get out of this? Attack first 3 in her second deck. Yeah, Marshmallow. She has Marshmallow. That's a light monster. Oh, she has 2 copies of Festalos and Firestorm Monarch. And anti-reading Ants is Earth. Not sure she wants to use Protector of the Sanctuary for an attack, but that's also worth. So that potential exists, but as long as any dark monsters face up, she just can't do anything. And because this is the anime version of Clear World and not the eventually released one in the TCG, there's no cost to keeping it on the field. In the TCG, Clear World has you pay 500 life points during the end phase, or you destroy the card. That face. I kind of want to make a compilation of everyone's shocked face, but it's going to be so long to get that all together. Would be a cool video, though. Let's find the screenshots of it. This duel isn't really getting anywhere. So what I might do is skip the animations to save some time, because it's not very clear that it's locked in. But like, what's gonna happen? What's Clear World's effect on the if there's fire monsters? Receive 1,000 damage. Was it damage? Why would he have that? Can I just read Clear World? Yeah, receive 1,000 damage during your interface. If she summons the Stalos, that's her loss condition. I'm gonna skip the animations. Oh! We're just gonna Heavy Storm. Field Barrier will protect the field spell. But the rest is gone. Okay. And then we clear fish this night. Okay, so something did happen. Oh, they set before attacking. Is that part of its effect? I'm still gonna skip through it because it's taking a long time. I don't like skipping through it. I like seeing the characters talk, see the animations. But this duel is very slow. Why would he just replace it and not play it safe in case it gets destroyed? Because Yumi can stall. She has a few less cards in the deck. But if she has something like Gust Tornado now, she can get rid of Clear World and actually do stuff. Yes, Heavy Storm gets rid of Clear World. And because Fujiwara didn't keep his other Clear World in the hand, something can actually happen. But unfortunately, Yumi doesn't have a card that can beat Clearfish's Knight. I can't properly read Clearfish's Knight's effect. Alright. They might get past Fujiwara. Because he's already used 2 of his Clear Worlds. He might have 3, but he's also already used his Terraforming up. Well, not really used it up, it was discarded immediately by Drastic Drop Up. Collection, there's the Stalos. Getting rid of the Clearfish's Knight in the process. Oh, and with Clear World gone, that's very safe. Yo, Fly, you want to get out of my room? The window's over there. The moment I open it, you go away from the window, even though you clearly want to go outside. Still wants a battle, okay. Is there a Knight Assailants? Spirit Reaper, Marshmallow, nice for defense. Can that set card save them? Or is the Thestalos gonna do something? Destroy the other monster. There's another Thestalos! Why Spirit Reaper in attack? Huh? If you control no other cards and have no cards, this is the effect of Clearfish's Knight that I looked up. If you control no other cards, you have no cards in your hand, this card gains attack equal to the original attack of the face of monster with the highest attack in your opponent's field. Okay, so you need it needs to be the only card on the field. But that includes Clear World. If that card in hand would have been Clearfish's Knight, it could have contribute something because the opponent controls monsters. And then the rest of the field and hand would be empty. That's the only way Clearfish's Knight actually gets used in effect. We're getting somewhere. Maybe next round's over? No, it's Sakuretsu Armor. Well, there's another Thestalos. Surprised it took them this long to play it, but maybe they were afraid of Mirror Force. Yep, activate your effect. Discard a card. Yep, that's how it works. Yep. Even though we're almost there, I'm gonna continue skipping because we're so far in. It looks to be the final turn. I'll let it play again. Set monster, as long as that stays happening. Fujiwara survives at least. Get a cube, I believe someone's another killer cube. It's gonna be annoying. The Treeborn Frog can literally take out. There's the third Clear World he drew into it. He can still attack though, because he doesn't have a dark. She doesn't have a dark monster. She has light, so she has to play with hand reveal. It is fine. Into the end phase, she takes 1,000 damage. What's water for Treeborn Frog?
で攻撃よ。カードをセットよ。
Discard one card from your hand during the end phase. So basically set everything. But that's only one Streetborn Frog is that. It's just hand revealed and every end phase it does damage. As long as no Dark Monster is being played, she can still do it. Drop off, gets rid of it. So that's at least one direct attack. Yumi needs 2 to win. And there's drop off again. Yumi's gonna win. Alright, this should be the final turn next for Yumi then. Turn 49. No Destiny draw. Even if it was, drop off exists. Fujiwara has nothing. The fact that Yumi doesn't have a Dark Monster on the field is helping her here. Fujiwara can be good if he gets his cards together, but hey, you can say that about a lot of duelists. Fujiwara, you had a chance. But you're done. Out of the tournament. The Obelisk Blue girls show that they're really strong. I'm looking forward to seeing how many of them can get far in the Obelisk Blue tournament, because there's quite a few page 1 and 2 characters that are in Obelisk Blue. Fujiwara included, so there could be a rematch in the Obelisk Blue tournament that will be coming up in the future. But the page 3 females especially are really impressive. Disa, Wisteria. Disa's a champion for a reason. So dramatic. And Yumi just gets straight to the point. Yay, I won. Nice. Alright. Yumi moves on. Who will be Yumi's opponent then in the quarterfinals? We have 2 page 1 characters fighting each other. I randomize most opponents. Sometimes I select who's in there, like with the... I think 2 of these custom characters I selected. The 3rd one was randomized. I treat them as page 2 characters in terms of the randomization. Alright, we want Alexis. And Blair. We're gonna use the Maiden Blair. One of the younger versions of her. Deck number 7, because it's the best version of her Maiden deck. I'm really used to her as attack partner with a Maiden deck, and then it's just Maiden Love, Unhappy Maiden, Unhappy Girl. It's really not a strong deck. But let's see what this boosted version can do. Alexis Rhodes, Blair Flanagan. Round 1 of the tournaments. Let's go. This deck for Alexis has rituals, but the only ritual she uses is Cyber Angel's Bikini, and that's a really good ritual monster. It's a nice... I think it has... When it's summoned, the opponent chooses one of their monsters sent to the graveyard, and then it also has Piercing. And in this format, Piercing is relatively good. Magician's Valkyria, she definitely does not have that in her partner deck when you do story with her. That card on its own makes Blair a lot better.
私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。手札から魔法発動。ターンエンド。僕のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。してモンスターを特殊召喚。
Summoning the opponent's Hekatus, boosting it with her own luminous spark.
僕の思い届けてほしいの。お願い。
There's Maiden in Love. Luminous Spark does help take less damage with Maiden in Love. Sword just giving Alexis some time, but she probably wants her Dakini soon. Is Maiden in Love a spellcaster or a fairy? It's a spellcaster. The Magician's Valkyria makes Alexis unable to attack Maiden in Love. I have to attack one of the others. She has all three of her maidens in the field. Exeter Shokan! No, we barely have Synchromons in this game. Exeter monster introduced in Attack Force 6. I think once I've done the Champions Cup, which is many tournaments away, because this is tournament 6. The winner of this will be the 5th person to qualify for Champions Cup. There will be 16 duelists in Champions Cup. So the minimum amount of tournaments we need is 17. Because the first one I won, and I'm not gonna do Champions Cup. After this tournament, that's a minimum of 11 more. And then there's a Champions Cup. Ooh, Cupid Kiss. That plus Maiden in Love. That can be big. Actually, no, that helps you take control of it, I think. But you already have all the monster slots filled. Mirror Force. Yeah, that's not good. All three of her maidens taken off by Mirror Force. I feel bad for the girl. But yeah, there's a lot of tournaments planned still for Attack Force 3. I want to get the Attack Force 4 after that if I still feel excited about playing Attack Force and doing stuff like that. For the moment I am, and I really love the CPU tournaments, seeing them play against each other. Generally when I play my WWE games, I just do Universe mode and find some interesting matchups and rivalries and have them just play against each other for championships and rivalries. I barely play myself. I just like simulating matches and watching. And that's how I enjoy these duels too. Actually, I do really enjoy playing duels too. Let that be clear. And I'm looking forward to getting to the Synchro era and playing Tag Force with 5D for the first time. Because I played Tag Force 1 a lot. Tag Force 2 only a little bit. And then I took a break from Tag Force. And then when I got back into it, I decided I needed to go with Tag Force 3. Therefore skipping most of 2. So maybe I'll go back to 2. Like, while tournaments are still going on, but I've unlocked everything for Tag Force 3. Maybe I'll play Tag Force 2 by myself. Just have seen more of that. But then continue with the Attack Force 3 tournaments, and then once those tournaments are done, and we've done the Champions Cup, and then I move on to Attack Force 4. Do story modes there, do CPU tournaments there and possibly do the same kind of build. See what kind of theme tournaments I can come up with there. Maybe only signers and dark signers. Male only, female only works. Every series is male and female characters. Alexis has some strong monsters out, including Splendid Venus. I haven't decided to use Dakini yet, even though I believe she could. Chosen not to, not yet. The Warrior Lady. Silent Magician she does have. She does have that in her partner maiden deck. Chooses to take the damage to make sure she can get rid of the Splendid Venus and DD Warrior Lady's effect. The sacrifice that's needed to be taken. Using Circle, summon another spell cost when attacking with one. There's another Magician's Valkyria, so that creates a Valkyria lock. No spellcasters can be attacked. Well, can be selected as an attack target now. Oh, looking good for Blair now. Alexis, you probably want a Machine Angel ritual soon. But even then, if you summon Dakini, I believe it is Blair who gets to choose which monster goes away. And I would assume she chooses Silent Magician to keep the Valkyria lock. No, the opponent selects, but they destroy one of their monsters. She does play it. She was a two-hand monster. She has to at this point. Go to normal summon one and normal summon Manju, maybe. Add a second Dakini to keep Sonic Bird and Manju. Alright. If Blair is smart, she chooses Silent Magician. Yeah. The look still exists. Blair can't overcome Dakini, but Dakini can't attack the Valkyrias. Oh, she does have an epic girl. But still can't be chosen as an attack target due to the Valkyria lock. Oh god, there's a bunch of bots in the chat. Gotta deal with that after this duel. Some of them I can understand because they keep track of stats for certain games, but there's a lot of them that I really don't understand and I don't want them to show up in the watchers list. It shows that I have multiple viewers, but I know those bots don't count. Also, there's way more bots than there even are viewers. So, I'm confused about that. Like, why is that needed? What kind of things are you keeping track of? No matter how many of those bots, and I'm not even talking about the bots that show up in your Twitch messages and it's like, oh, you want followers, click this link. No, just random view bots that, not really view bots, but just bots that show up in your watchers list. With the gathering dates on your stream or something. Blair, you made a mistake. That's the win condition for Alexis now. Attack Marshmallow because it's not a spellcaster, it can be attacked. Yeah, the bots are just in my watchers list and just do nothing. I don't understand the point. Like, if you're gonna give me a bot, give me a few, even though that's illegal, I don't want that either, but I just don't understand the point. I don't get it. Just don't do it. It's probably automatic, then they'll specifically choose my channel, but to everyone who has bots that just go view other people's channels, just skip my channel, please. I just find it annoying. If I want to go, if I have a few viewers, I want to just be able to go into my viewers list, see myself, see the bots that I installed, like, what's it, Nightbot and Stream Elements, and then just the users that are watching, including my mods. That is what I want to see. Giant true nade? Okay. But you still have Marshmallow on. That was your mistake. You're gonna lose because of Marshmallow on. That's the simple fact that it can be attacked and Alexis is piercing. That's her ring condition. Blair was looking good, but she made a mistake. And that's gonna cost her the duel. Actually, I was just thinking, Alexis can break the Valkyria lock whenever she wants. Just break control one of the Valkyrias, and then for that turn, you can attack what you want. But unless there's something like a mirror forces Sakura to armor, this is enough. And even Valkyria on Apprentice Magician can do it. Oh. Blair made the mistake. Alexis made her pay for it. These two were like the things they say that works together well. I like it. Alright, the fourth winner of the first round, Alexis Rhodes. She'll be facing her dorm mate, Yumi, in the quarterfinals. With two men in the first bit, and then two women in the next quarterfinals. Next up will be two more male duelists. I'm gonna go find Velian Crowler. Make sure he has his third deck, not his first one. There we go. And then this time, remember who Colin is, because I don't remember. Is that a... He's not a Slide for red. Is he a yellow? Yes, Colin is a raw yellow student. We're gonna have Colin using his second deck against Velian Crowler in his third. Oops. Colin, can you beat one of your teachers?
広さを私が教えてあげるのです。よし、かかってこい。デュエル。行くぜ、俺のターン。ドロー。こいつだ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だぜ。
Oh, he has the all attribute stack. Or Doriato, and the Element Valkyrie, Element Dragon, Element Doom, cards like that.
ンドだぜ。
私のターン、私のターン。ドローニャ。はいはいはいはいはい。モンスターを攻撃表示でしょうか。カードをセットするの。ターンエンドなのね。
行くぜ、俺のターン。ドロー。こいつだ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だぜ。ターンエンドだぜ。
私のターン、私のターン。ドローニャ。手札から魔法発動。これなのね。モンスターを攻撃表示でしょうか。バトルなのね。行くのね。モンスターで攻撃なのね。手札から速攻魔法発動。手札から魔法発動。ターンエンドなのね。
行くぜ、俺のターン。ドロー。こいつだ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だぜ。カードをセットだぜ。ターンエンドだぜ。
特別講義してあげるの。私のターン。ドローニャ。はいはいはいはいはいはい。モンスターを攻撃表示でしょうか。モンスター効果発動。バトルなのね。行くのね。モンスターで攻撃なのね。通じないのね。モンスター効果発動。はいはいはいはいはいはい。モンスターを特殊召喚。行くのね。モンスターで攻撃なのね。ターンエンドなのね。
行くぜ、俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットだぜ。ターンエンドだぜ。
お勉強が足らないのね。私のターン。ドローニャ。これなのね。アティク・イエゴレーム。バトルなのね。これなのね。アルティメットパワーだ。モンスター効果発動。行くのね。モンスターで攻撃なのね。モンスター効果発動。モンスター効果発動。ターンエンドなのね。
行くぜ、俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動だぜ。こいつだ、モンスターを特殊召喚だぜ。こいつだ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だぜ。
エンドだぜ。特別講義してあげるルーンの私のターン。ドローンよ。手札からフィールド魔法発動。
Colin, this one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna really hurt. Now Crowler using the gadgets, he can just keep replenishing his hand. Gaia power boosts it. Yeah. Not looking good for Colin. There we go. And there we go. Professor Crowler showed why he is one of the main teachers at the academy. He's good at dueling. Nova's out. Colin is out. Out of the 3 pitch 3 characters, 1 made it through to the next round. And that's Yumi. Colin didn't make it. Valiant Crowler did. Nope. So who's going to be Crowler's opponent in the quarterfinals? We have Amnael or Yubel. That's going to be an interesting one. Yubel likes to summon herself, well, themselves. Yubel is referred to as female in the English dub. It isn't actually referred to by gender in the Japanese dub, in their original design. It has like a bit of both, the female and male. Nothing too obvious though. I haven't watched all of GX in Japanese yet. I'm working on that and currently just starting season 3, which is where Axel and Jesse and Professor Viper and stuff come in. I'm watching that. I'm watching through the entire series in Japanese. I haven't gotten to the part where you... Actually, no, I would have heard Yubel's voice a few times, because I know what's gonna happen eventually. So I've heard Yubel's voice a few times, I suppose. I just don't remember what it sounds like. Right, Amnael, where's Amnael? There we go. Making sure Amnael has deck number 4, because the first 2 decks are Professor Banner's decks. And I do think Banner's one of the better duelists in the game. Like, he has one of the best decks. Amnael versus Yubel. 6 duel in round 1. Let's go.
This duel で僕の心臓を貫いてごらん。さあ、遠慮はいらないよ。僕も遠慮はしないからね。
しかと見るがいい。錬金術の力を。
デュエル。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。行くぞ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
来いよ。共に傷つけ合おう。僕のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。 カードをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。行くぞ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルだ。行け、モンスターで攻撃。行け、モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
いいね。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
来いよ、共に傷つけ合おう。僕のターン。ドロー。
リバースカードオープン。永続トラップ発動。伏線だ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。行くぞ、モンスターを特殊召喚。バトルだ。行け、モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動。
行け、モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動。
ターンエンド。
来いよ、共に傷つけ合おう。僕のターン。ドロー。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。モンスターを特殊召喚。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。モンスター効果発動。伏線だ。モンスターを特殊召喚。モンスター効果発動。行くぞ、モンスターを特殊召喚。
ターンエンド。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。行け、モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
いいね。
行け、モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
いいね。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
深い傷が。僕のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
私のターン。
Yubel was never able to do too much. Amnael was relatively simply
バトルだ。
able to put on some pressure with 2 DD survivors and hasn't needed much more. Mystic Tomato doesn't hit the graveyard, so that effect doesn't activate. I like the animation for Yubel, and Yubel takes damage. Might only be effect damage or certain amounts of damage. Where Yubel actually covers themselves with their wings. It's a relatively rare animation, but it exists.
僕のターン。ドロー。カードをセット。 ターンエンド。
私のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。
Why that in attack?
滅びよう。モンスターでダイ
We're
レクト
excited
アタ
to
ック。
finish it, but what's the point in
リバ
that
ース
thing
カード
being in
オー
attack
トラ
position?
ッ
It
プ発
doesn't
動。
make sense, you just put your risk from Air Force.
速攻魔
But
法
my body as a shield is there. 1500 life points paid. Negate and destroy a card that wants to destroy your monsters. Amnael loses a few life points to allow him to finish off Yubel. Amnael to the quarterfinals.
もう一度デュエルしようよ。もっと苦しめてあげるから。
錬金術の前には常識は通用しない。現代科学にかぶれたお前には理解できまい。
Amnael versus Crowler. Amnael, the final Shadow Rider, against Crowler, one of the 7 people who did hold one of the keys that the Shadow Riders were after. Alright, next up will be an interesting one. We're going to see our... No, not our final custom character, because in the last match we have another one. We've had our 3 page 3 characters, but not our 3 customs yet. Not saying that there's always 3 customs, it's just coincidentally that it's 3 like the page 3 characters. So we're gonna have Bastion Misawa. Deck number 4. And then we're gonna choose Mimicry again. Remember, all the custom characters, Chancellor, Shepherd, Yami, Marik, and Sartorius will be played by one of the generic teachers. But it will be treated as Chancellor Shepherd. The Chancellor Shepherd has a Cyber deck, which includes stuff like Cyber Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, but also Cyber Ogre and Cyber Ogre 2, which are cards that he used in his one duel in the anime. Chancellor Shepherd of Bastion Misawa. Fight!
デュエルは 99% の知性が勝敗を決する。今からそれを証明してやる。
勉強の成果をテストしよう。デュエル行くぞ。先生のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットだ。カードをセットだ。ターンエンドだ。
お互いを高め合おう。俺のターン。ドロー。行くぞ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルだ。行け。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動だ。こいつだ。モンスターを特殊召喚だ。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
I see the Light Sealed Fusion. I see Proto Cyber Dragon. Are we gonna see it? Heavy Storm? That is a very good idea. Ooh, this could be a huge turn. Retch Recklessly, that's not enough. Play Proto Cyber. Play Proto Cyber, Mimic Chancellor Shepherd. Yeah, this is gonna be a big one. This is a common combo. If you fusion summon them, they need to be Cyber Dragons. But this is not a fusion summon, so you can use a substitute. Cyber Twin Dragon! 2800 attack, can attack twice, relatively easy to summon. Cyber Twin Dragon is a very good card. Little damage only here. Because the brush recklessly on Oxygeddon, but then a direct attack. Bastion, after that heavy storm, what do you have left? Gonna be only your second turn. Do you have another fancy monster? Because otherwise, Cyber Twin Dragon can finish off very quickly. Monster Reborn on the Hexed Fusion, I guess that it's a defense monster. Just play it as defense and that's about it. Yeah. Might be a good move because otherwise you're going to take at least another 2800. This way, depending on the monsters that Shepard has, you might be forced to attack twice with Twin Dragon. There's a monster reborn. Are they going to use it on Oxygeddon? It'd be smart to use it on Oxygeddon. No? I was thinking Oxygeddon then destroy Hexed Fusion. And Cyber Twin Dragon on the set, and then you still have 4,000 life points for the direct attack damage with Cyber Twin and Cyber Phoenix. Abyss Soldier. They must not have any other water monsters in the hand because that could have gotten rid of Cyber Twin Dragon completely. Because Abyss Soldier, by discarding a water monster, you can choose a monster the opponent controls, or even any card. I don't remember, at least monsters. And return to the hand. But extra deck monsters cannot return to the hand. They are sent back to the extra deck instead. And then you have to completely re-summon it to do something. Set monster. Shepard just needs 900 attack on the field and they probably win. And they have Monster Reborn still. Do they play it? Yes. Something with at least 900 attack. Yes, it's Oxygeddon. Only something like a Marshmallow Spirit Reaper, that's gonna help Bastion. Or a fancy flip effect. No, they're gonna just tribute someone for Cyber Dragon, why not? Alright, what's the set monster? There's Nightmare Penguin that's gonna get rid of Cyber Twin. Alright, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Still looking much better for Mimicry, though, for Chancellor Shepard than it is for Bastion, though. Just tornado to destroy the set. Bastion has no chance to use any spells or traps here. No cards left in hand. They just have one monster. Oh, this is not looking too good. Bastion, you have a fancy set monster? No, just something to defend themselves. Cyber Valley's there in case they get attacked, I guess. And otherwise, next turn it could be tributed for Cyber Ogre. That might be why it's there. Bastion just doesn't play the monster at this point, or spell or trap, whatever. Assuming it'll get destroyed anyway. Might be a Water Dragon, honestly. Yeah, there's the Cyber Ogre. That's 4,000 attack on the field. This turn could be it. Cyber Dragon, power of the Cyber style. Rectech Bastion to go to quarterfinals. Head of the school. Chancellor Shepard goes to quarterfinals. Chancellor Shepard moves on. One more match in run one. And also, you might have noticed I've barely commentated these matches. I did say, like, I discussed this in my Discord that I might be doing the stream today, maybe tomorrow, because I had a really early shift at work today. And I said, if I'm home in time, well, I will be home in time, but if I feel good enough, then I will stream. And I felt good enough. And I had a nice dinner, and then I thought, alright, let's stream. About 5 to 10 minutes after I started stream, about during the first duel, I noticed I am suddenly hella tired. So what I'm actually gonna do, which I don't like this, but what I decided to do is finish this final first round match, Sartorius versus Docs, and then end the stream, and then probably tomorrow I will do the rest of the tournament, so quarterfinals, semifinals, final, and then for the YouTube VOD, I'll just edit the two together. So you won't really notice much of it. So for the final duel, for this round and for this stream, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll just continue, don't worry. We're gonna have Docs, one of the Paradox brothers, against our third custom character in Sartorius, the dorm leader of the Raw Yellow Dorm, who I think only dueled once in the anime. I gave him a food-themed duck because he really likes cooking. Supposedly he makes the best curry at the school. Can Sartorius be Docs of the Paradox Brothers? If he does, that means there's 3 out of the 3 custom characters that are into the quarterfinals. It also is going to mean that Sartorius fights against Chancellor Shepard in the quarterfinals. Let's go. Two hungry burgers. Or do we have a recipe? We're gonna start off with a bean. The bottomless apple. Right, Docs, what do you got? Something to beat a bean. Reforming, that's... I think he has Legendary Ocean, but also Mausoleum. Legendary... Yeah, this one... I think he has both Suijin and Sanga? Herald of Creation. That's stronger than Jerry Beans, man. That works. Not sure where you put Legendary Ocean now already, though. Bottomless Strapple stops it. Mad Lobster likes the field spell. We'll search here, summon it. There's Fiend Kraken. It's a squid. It's a kraken, but I'm treating it as a squid. Squid is eaten sometimes. Ah, that's damage from the Mad Lobster. They didn't have a bottomless strap pull or a mirror force. Very good start for Sartorius. Guys, the Seahorse was there to help summon Sang of the Thunder. We're not gonna get to Sang of the Thunder if your life points are at 0. It's just gonna be Docs' final turn already? Is Sartorius going to dominate him? Monster Reborn. We have the guys to Seahorse, but Suijin and Sanga can both be summoned at this point due to the field spell and Kaiser Seahorse's effect. It's Suijin, it counts as level 6 due to Legendary Ocean. That could be a hard effect to deal with. If you're going just for the attacks, you don't have monster destruction, effect negation. So there might still be a chance for ducks.
行くぞ先生のターンドロー
Makes sense. You're gonna set Stealth Bird? No. Stealth Bird's not gonna stop Suijin. Neither is Hungry Burger if it even gets summoned. Kaiser Seahorse again. Just a nice stat line, 1700 attack, 650 defense. And help summon Sanga, so it's a good card. It's a Sea Serpent, but Legendary Ocean looks at the attribute as opposed to the types like Yumi does. I did give all of these characters Destiny draws, so stuff like Sword of Revealing Light, Mirror Force, Jones Tribute maybe. Ooh, their strength is gonna hurt for Mr. Butcher. I said that Sartorius was dominating, but then Paradox Docs got Monster Reborn and Suijin right at the perfect time. They're taken over and suddenly looking really bad for Sartorius. He has Heart of the Underdog, but that's only going to work with his normal monsters. I'd say about a quarter of his deck is normal monsters. Jerry Beansman, Sonic, Duck, Fiend Kraken. I know he has Mystic Tomato. It's not a normal monster, but that's definitely a food card. Mr. Butcher obviously is not the food itself, it's the one that prepares some of the food, and Stealth Bird is a bird. There's multiple types of birds, such as chicken and turkey, that are eaten. Heavy Storm, I guess that weakens Suijin, but it also confirms his loss. He was really close, but then Dux took over with Suijin. Monster Reborn and Suijin together did the trick. So Sartorius was unable to beat it, and therefore, no 3 custom characters in the quarterfinals. Dogs for the direct attack with Jogan the Spiritualist. I don't understand why, but there's no Mirror Force threat, so I guess might as well. Why are they suddenly attacking with the weak ones first? I thought they were always attacking with the strong one first. That's the common trait that the AI have. And there we go. Sartorius tried his best, but has been knocked out. The Docs of the Paradox Brothers. And there we go then. Docs beats Sartorius. And here we have our quarterfinals. So as I said, I'm not going to do that today. I'm sorry, I just feel too tired. I'll try to do it tomorrow instead. I need to take care of myself. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Second half basically of the tournament that I did yesterday. I felt a bit tired, so I didn't cancel it, I delayed until today. I feel a lot better, I feel well rested. Let's continue with this tournament right now. We are in the quarterfinals. Let's see, we had 2 of our custom characters, Chancellor, Shepherd, and Yami, Marik do it. I think Sartorius versus Docs, I remember. Sartorius almost won it. Let's see how this goes though. Yami, Marik, and Slade Princeton has some strong monsters that you can use. Marik has the burn cards. I'm interested to see where this goes, because a lot of these I'm like, oh yeah, this character's really good, this character's... There's a few, like 4 or 5 characters that I think, oh yeah, these could regularly win tournaments. But the rest I don't really know. Because none of them use 6 super competitive cards, if you can even call anything super competitive in this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when controlled by an AI. I'm just having a lot of fun making a bunch of these decks, seeing these characters duel. I love the I love just the simulation of it. There's Yami Marik. Quarterfinal match, no, duel number 1, Yami Marik versus Slade Princeton. Let's get going.
全てに通ずる。それはデュエルでもな。
勉強の成果をテストしよう。
デュエル。
行くぞ。先生のターン。ドロー。手札から継続魔法発動だ。手札から魔法発動だ。
落ちてたまるか。
Dark Room and Nightmare from the start. That can really add up damage in the long run. And if Messenger of Peace is still for cards, so if there's no MSV or the Heavy Storm on Slade's side, this could be pretty big already. That's gonna be a big one. We're at the end of turn 2 and Slade's lost almost half his life points. Yami Marik started really well. That'll be if Stealth survives, that's 1600 damage per turn. But I've noticed with the AI though, they really like to use Stealth Burst effect. So because it's already face up due to the attack by Missing Tomato, it'll go face down, and then flip summon. So they'll leave it in attack position, and Missing Tomato can then still attack. So they're only gonna get to do this once, yeah. If we would have just kept it in defense, my own experience with using Stealth Bird is that the AI then won't attack into it with Tomato because they know they'll get reflected damage. And then you can just use it from set position every time and end the turn with it in set position. Ooh, that's big. Marik had a really good defense no matter Reflect Slime. But now, just because he left Stealth in his action, Sangan and Mystic Tomato can keep dealing attacks. And keep dealing damage. Marik needs a defense soon. Something with at least 1500 in stats. Swords can stall for 3 turns. That can work. But it does mean he has his 5th spell and trap zone spot filled. Because even though Meta Reflex is negated, it's still continuous trap, so it'll stay there. And he's not using it because he's Messenger or something? Ooh. He wants to make use of the other spell and trap zone maybe as well. Yeah, Marik's done for. That's a counter to Marik's strategy. Unless he has Lava Golem. Marik needs not Lava Golem, and then to tribute Mystic Tomato and Prime Material. Because Prime Material turns Burn into heal. Oh, level limit. That actually could be a way Marik survives. And then stalls until Lava Golem. He will still lose life points if he turned it to Messenger. Probably useful to keep doing that, just in case of MSD on level limit. Anything that lowers life points at this point is a risk for Slade. But with Prime Material on the field is looking pretty good. Dark. Wait, that's level 3 and below 1500. That and Sangan. Slade, well done. He needs Lava Golem now. Tribute Sangan and... Like, what does he do? Because if he tributes Sangan and Hexal Fusion, then it's still Prime Material. But if he takes Prime Material and one of the others, then the third would still be able to attack. Okay, just the defense monster does help at this point, but... Would they attack with 1000 attack? If they do, the reflect damage will come in. But then the effect damage from Deskawala becomes healing due to Prime Material Dragon. But don't attack. And the AI does not flip summon Deskawala. It just doesn't. It wants it to be attacked. I've seen it in previous duels. AI, even if it's a win condition, will not flip summon Deskawala. Meta Reflex them can be a really nice Destiny drop, but it doesn't help with Royal Decree. Also, your spell and trap zones are anti. With Messenger gone, I don't think that really puts Marik in danger. Because the two that can attack under level limit could attack under Messenger piece anyway, so maybe just give up the Messenger now, open up a spell and trap zone. Just Desert finishes off the opponent if they don't have Prime Material Dragon. Slade needs to just protect that Prime Material Dragon. And then he moves on to the next round. 1700 life is Mimic. Yami Marik is at 800. We'll lose 100 every turn. Oh, I was gonna say that's almost. Oh, wait, Stabbing Destruction. Does that heal Marik then? Why Messenger? Yeah, it will heal Marik. Prime Material affects both players. Effect damage becomes healing. Should have stopped level limit, I think, because Messenger eventually will run out. Oh, now there's the big healing. Slade will be happy with that. It's not Monster Koka Hatsudo. You're not Hatsudoing anything. You're applying the effect. Just like with Ancient, when Ancient get Golem attacks, you'll see the entire animation. And then they go, Monster Koka Hatsudo, you're not activating anything. The effect just applies at that point. Activate start to change. But this is well before problem-solving card text, when that became clearer. Do the characters even realize that burn cards don't do anything? Or like heal the opponent? If Marik could finish off Slade with... Well, let's say Slade has 1,000 life points or less. Would Marik play Tremendous Fire? Not realizing Prime Material heals them? Would be interesting to see how the AI works with that. Because they definitely don't know how to play around level limit, I've noticed. Lava Golem! Tribute the correct ones. Why not... they're not playing it because of Prime Material? You're able to play... That is your win condition. Especially with swords on the field. And Deskwala in defense. If that's on level limit, it's almost over. Marik will heal a bit more, but Swords only has one more turn. He needs to play level limit. No, he needs to play Lava Golem now. Tribute, yeah, play Lava Golem, Tribute Prime Material and something else, and then Tremendous Fire, then set Just Desserts, win. Marik can win this, if he tributes Prime Material. He doesn't! Why not? Marik, what are you doing? He doesn't want to give the opponent a monster that can beat Deskwala? I think Just Desserts wouldn't do anything because we're really pretty. A Tremendous Fire still would. He's not playing Tremendous Fire, so I think he realizes what Prime Material is. There comes Lava Golem, but is it Prime Material? Yes! But there's no stall. Level limit's gone, Messenger is gone, Swords is gone. So Lava Golem, they can all attack. The stall is gone. You played it too late, Marik. Zax Dragon Dude can beat Deskwala. Anything can beat Boganian. Also, you probably should have just played Tremendous Fire. And yeah, I think Slade wins this turn. Axe Dragon Dude beats Deskwala, then Golem perhaps takes out the other one, but then still the Hexal Fusion plus Mythic Tomato is enough. And then he has to launch the Dragon Dude. No, it's still enough. With Royal Decree, the trap won't work. Without Royal Decree, Just Desserts could have finished this a while ago. Marik played Lava Golem too late. He drew into it and he needed that to get rid of Prime Material Dragon. But he played it too late. So moving on to the semi-finals. There's the first of the two older Princeton brothers. Slade Princeton. And Jagger Princeton is going to be in the male-only tournament, so hopefully will happen after this. Jagger has Meteor Black Dragon. Slade has a semi-final spot. The first semi-finalist, Slade Princeton. Slade's gonna have to deal with someone from Obelisk Blue in the semi-finals. The question is just which one will it be? And the Deer game randomized Alexis already as the second player, so that's perfect. I'll go find Yumi. Hi Davi, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. Oh, Caps was on. I'll put the bracket in the chat as well. Right, second quarterfinal match, Yumi versus Alexis. A fight between Obelisk Blue female duelists. Let's go. Sarah responded to you a bit late, Davi. The emulator's over the top of the chat. So once there's a bit more chat, well, people have chatted a bit more, it'll be below where the emulator is. Heavy storm to start. Okay. I already don't remember what the other card is. I think it's a spell. Magic Hand's good to use. It either gives up a spell or... And you'd still lose yours. Yeah. Alright, there's Valhalla. Can Alexis summon Splendid Venus, perhaps? No, just normal summon Sonic Bird. Get the ritual spell back that they just discarded. Well, not back, they get another copy of it. But they have it at least. Pretty good opening for Alexis. With the face sounds gone for Yumi. Anti-Reading Hands will have difficulty being summoned. They have Treatment Frog in the grave, and with both sets gone, Treatment Frog will just revive. So this is probably Mephis that'll be summoned. And Mephis, I think, discards a card when dealing battle damage? I don't quite remember. Why Soul Exchange? You can beat that already. And even deal battle damage this turn. And then you'll just get Treatment Frog back the next. That was a waste of a spell, and Alexis saved a few life points. Yeah, Mephis has Piercing. Yeah, and then one random discard upon battle damage. So you missed out on that too. Now you might get messed up because of that mistake. This must have been this turn's draw? Because otherwise, why wouldn't she have played this last turn? Smart to go for Mephis, not only for the battle damage, but also because Treatment Frog would come back next turn anyway. So that makes sense. This is where Soul Exchange should have been used. Well, there wasn't anything to really summon with it, but it could have been if there was still a level 5+ monster that could be tribute summoned. Oh, Morphing Jar. That would have been an interesting one with Tusk drop off too. Ooh, Heavy Storm. Yumi will like that one. It's still hard to deal with a monster lineup for Alexis, but Heavy Storm is a very good card. Alexis is likely to set something because of the new hand. 200 attack Morphing Jar to display the Venus's effect, but it works. The opponent had 0 defense. Gonna get Drastic Drop Off back? Yep. And they have Morphing Jar themselves. Definitely speeds up duels to a certain degree, because you get a bunch of extra cards, but that can also mean you get stall cards. I usually don't like to include Morphing Jar in a deck, but it can really help refresh your hands. I can see why it's good. Especially if you have a deck that likes to set up the graveyard with certain cards, then Morphing Jar is actually useful. If you had a deck with like Chaos Necromancer, Shadow Ghoul. There's the Heavy Storm. No new set, but still Valhalla's gone in the set, which was the second Machine Angel Ritual for some reason. Maybe it was a bluff. They probably just didn't have a Dakini. Here comes Testalos. And the discard is... Did they choose? No, it's random, I think. Oh, another Valhalla. This is gonna be on... Yeah, I think this probably makes sense. Take the highest offense out. Could have gone for more battle damage on Morphing Jar, but probably you want to take out the thing with the highest attack at this point to play defensively. There's a Drastic Drop-Off, but that'll be used immediately, and then Shrink's likely used on whenever Splendid Venus attacks their Stalos. I think Yumi's like a hand control deck. Discards with Thestalos, Donsalug, Spirit Reaper. That's like drop off and drop off. Get rid of some hand cards. Like, get the advantage, and once you have the advantage, you can keep it relatively easily due to those cards. Otherwise, it can be still pretty hard. Here comes Shrink. Which also means Spell and Trap Zone is empty, so Treeborn Frog comes back next turn. And with Splendid Venus gone, the Stalos goes back to its original attack. Because it's Venus that lowers the attack and defense by 500 for every non-fairy. There's regular drop-off. And now with Yumi having the advantage with a good attack on the field, and with 2 Machine Angel Rituals already in the graveyard, it'll be a lot harder to summon Dakini, even though it's in the hand. Yeah, this is looking good for Yumi right now. It's not over. If Alexis has enough to summon Dakini, they will. But with drop-off, they'll just discard something. Then next turn, direct attack with Donsalug, get rid of more cards. Maybe even Spirit Reaper, we'll see. That Shrink really helps. Get rid of the one dangerous monster that Alexis had. MSD, yeah, wouldn't have been too useful. There is a Manju, so that can get the 3rd Machine Angel Ritual, assuming they even have a 3rd. But then, do they have enough monsters to tribute? Do they have another level 4 or level 8 in hand for Machine Angel Ritual? Yes! Here comes Dakini. Had exactly what they needed. But it's the opponent, so Yumi that chooses what monsters destroyed by Dakini, so they'll just not choose the Stalos. They might choose Treeborn Frog, because Dakini is piercing, and Treeborn Frog comes back anyway. So, Alexis needs this. This is her only card remaining. But she needs this. Yumi needs to not play Spirit Reaper because Dakini has piercing. Maybe Yumi needs Morphing Jar, but that also gives Alexis more of a hand. If she has another Shrink, this is the time. But maybe Shrink is limited. I don't remember in this format. Scapegoat. Oh, she's gonna play Scapegoat as well. Maybe only on a direct attack. The Stalos need to stay in attack position. But I don't think they realize piercing. No, they don't realize it whatsoever. They do play Morphing Jar, yeah. I think Yumi needs it at this point. Alexis had exactly what she needed. If she didn't have another monster to tribute, or she didn't have Manju to get the 3rd Machine Angel Ritual, their Stalos, especially with Donsalug there, would have been able to finish it off in another few turns. I don't think Sonic Bird can search, because that's her only 3 ritual spells, yeah. Here comes some big piercing damage. Sonic Bird probably the Stalos, and then big piercing damage from Dakini. No. Does Alexis realize Dakini is piercing damage? Sonic Bird could have taken out the Stalos. Here comes the Morphing Jar. It's during Alexis' turn, so if Alexis has a nice trap, she could use it. Their Shrink. Too late. There's a set card, so MSD could be used on that. Crush Guard Virus with Night Assailant. Sonic Bird will still be on the field, but Soul Exchange for their Stalos. That gets rid of Dakini. Yumi's still in. This has a few ways to do it. Crush Guard Virus Night Assailant is the way to go, but that's for next turn. Gets rid of another card if it's a monster that's damaged. I think it was Sonic Bird. No? Ooh. It was Splendid Venus, I think. It was 800 damage. No Shrink? You don't really use Crush Guard Virus yet. Maybe it's preparing for a normal summoner set of Night Assailant immediately next turn. Monster Reborn brings back Splendid Venus from the graveyard. It was MSD. No, it was Monster Reborn set. MSD wasn't used on it last turn. AI doesn't like to use MSD unless it's in response to like a field or a continuous card. It's Dust Tornado that's used sooner. That's why I like, if I make decks for AIs, I generally give them Dust Tornado instead of MST. Death Dallas is gone again. Thing is, Splendid Venus and Hecators will be gone by Crush Card Virus. With Dakini out, Scapegoat is nice for defense. They should play Night Assailant, Crush Card Virus next turn. Alexis with just a Sonic Bird left. And then Yumi still has Shrink. This is a fun duel. I like it. It's going a bit back and forth. Memphis, now play Night Assailant, play Crush Card. Yes, now play Crush Card. Now gonna play Crush Card. No, you're playing Crush Card, okay. Just at the end of the turn. Oh, Royal Decree! Oh no! What Mystical Space Typhoon? That works! It actually works! It doesn't negate, but continuous cards need to. The continuous traps and spells need to stay first up on the field to be able to resolve their effect successfully. Alexis' next 3 draws are checked. If the monster's 1500 attack or higher, they're destroyed. Not Magic Drain. It's on Manju, yeah. And I don't remember what the other card was. So this will add Dakini just to add it. Even though there's no Machine Angel Rituals left. Just thin the deck. So they can draw to something potentially more useful. Well, the 1400 attack, so that was fine in the Crush card. Scapegoat can't be tributed for a tribute summon, so Yumi can't play Mephist. Shrink is face down. That's Magic Drain, so that can be used on Shrink now. Yumi still needs a way to summon Mephist. Prep does shoot, I guess, but it's only if their hand has 4 more cards. I think this is it, yeah. This is going to be one of the monsters destroys Scapegoat, the sheep token. The other one attacks directly. Yumi will try to shrink, then Magic Drain stops it. Senju, I think we've seen all the Dakinis, right? Yeah. There's no Mirror Force, I think Alexis has this. And Alexis has been in the semi-finals once before, Tournament 1. Alexis was in the semi-finals, Tournament 1, and is there again. I feel like if Alexis doesn't win this tournament, I should put her in the last chance qualifier. I know that's a long while away, because that'll be the tournament that has the 16th member of the Champions Cup. This tournament's only going to decide the 5th. But for the last chance qualifier, I want a few people that, a few duelists that have been second place, or that have had multiple top 4 finishes, or in bigger tournaments maybe top 8, that have had multiple of those. This is Alexis' second time in the semis. And I think it was me that beat her in the semis. So if it was against CPU, maybe Alexis would have made it far. That's the reason I actually decided to put her in this tournament. She wasn't randomized. Because I felt she, as a solo player, that fights against CPU, she should have another chance. And I beat Disa in Tournament 1 in the finals. I give Disa another shot in the second tournament, and she immediately won it. So now I'm giving that same chance to Alexis. And Alexis is doing well, and she's going to go to the semi-finals to fight Slade Princeton. Let me just pull up the first tournament. Yeah, she beat Jim Crocodile Cook, she beat Jaden Yuki, and then she lost to me. I don't think she's been in any other one. Right, we go to our next quarterfinal match, because there's still 4 other duelists who would like to have a shot at this title. Two teachers, sort of. Amnael's not really a teacher, it's an alternate, I guess, version of the teacher. One of the Shadow Riders, Amnael, versus Velian Crowler. Just making sure they have the correct decks. That's what the number behind their name mean. Numbers behind their name mean. Just to make sure I have the correct deck for them. Crowler, Amnael. Let's see who moves on. Crowler's been very impressive with this consistency in his deck because of his gadgets. Normal summon one, get another. Continues to have monsters is really nice. I have a choice of what to use. He still has his Ancient Gears, Ancient Gear Golem. Less Gear Town than he has in his earlier decks, and therefore maybe he probably still has Gajiltron Dragon though, because that works with the gadgets. Dread Dynamo, yeah, I see Dread Dynamo, that makes sense. That's a nice combo card with the gadgets. He has two of them, that might just be a defense card to start with. Because it's still 2000 defense. But once you have a gadget on the field, it also becomes 2000 attack. Helios to start, but it's not going to be a really powerful one. Ancient Gear Beast, alright, so that's gonna destroy Helios. Here comes your Monster Coca Hatsudo that isn't an activation, because it doesn't start a chain. Yeah, Problem Solving Cortex is so good. I think it was early Zexal era that came in. Problem Solving Cortex has made it a lot clearer what effects did, what were trigger effects, what started a chain, what didn't, and then the wording on it was improved over the years. That was a very good change. It clarified some rulings as well. And Convergence, alright. Takes out Ancient Gear Beast. I really I want to make a compilation of just the unbelievable, oh no, like, you're taking out someone's key card and then the face they make. There's some characters that's such a funny, interesting face. And Crowler's one of them. Wait a second, I just realized, because Yami Marik lost in the quarterfinals, my prediction, again, didn't make it. Even though Yami Marik could have, if he summoned Lava Golem earlier, I still haven't had a tournament winner correct. Because my tournament... I said, Marik. I think I said Alexis. Actually, I'm gonna check what I said for my predictions. I said Alexis semi-final. Amnael would have won this duel, and then Chancellor Shepard in the other one. And then Shepard beats Amnael. I said Yami Marik would beat Alexis. And then Marik would beat Shepard for the win. That's what I predicted, but we're not going to see Marik. But I predicted that Amnael would win this duel. Or maybe I predicted them facing Colin instead of Crowler, but probably Crowler. There's a gadget. Not looking good for Amnael. Not a lot is banished. And they're facing Ancient Gear, so their traps are less useful. Stuff like battle response cards, like Mirror Force, Sakuretsu Armor Dimensional Prison. I'll make use of that. Well, Torrential Tribute would work here. That's about it. Their set card, I think, can be used as Engineer. And with Engineer, they're just slowly taking down the spells and traps of Amnael. Crowler doing seriously well. I don't like using Engineer, but especially if you summon it by Giant Rat, it can be nice if you can start to get it used. But it's a level 5 and only 1500 attack. I generally prefer not to. A bit too situational. Looking really good for Crowler. He might just need one more turn to finish it on turn 11. Chaos Creed, what does that do? Ah, get some extra cards if there's stuff banished. DD Survivor, that's one of his main cards. That plus something like Macrocosmos is so good, because it can just keep coming back. It doesn't only come back once per turn. So once while I was in, I think, a tag duel against Amnael in one of the story modes, I mirror forced it, or dimensional prison it, or whatever, but it came back during the end phase. But then during the end phase, I torrential tributed it, which meant that it couldn't come back. Because even though this card doesn't say it yet, there was a ruling at the time, and current printings of DD Survivor say it, the effect can only be used once per turn for DD Survivor. Or per monster. No, per monster it wouldn't be able to count yet. It would be per species name, I would think. Well, that was in one DD Survivor at the time, and they couldn't come back the second time, even though it was the end phase. Crowler? What's with this draw thing? Yeah, creature swap. I was thinking that that's his way around the 1800 attacker. And then red gadget? No, engineer. Actually, that's gonna give them back Survivor. Oh, they did have Torrential Tribute. Or does Survivor not work because they came from the opponent's field? I think because it came from the opponent's field, it doesn't count. Okay, so Crowler's still in this, and they have red gadget. And wait, they have Ancient Gear Castle plus Golem. Crowler can summon Golem next turn. And if that's not another Torrential, which it won't be because that's limited in this format, they're probably going to use the set, and then it's piercing damage on the set monster. Andike Gia Golem! With 200 life points left on Amnael, no way that thing has more than 2800 defense. Professor Crowler moves on to the semifinals. We have Slade, Princeton, Alexis Rhodes, and Valiant Crowler. Two of the customs have been knocked out. Sartorius in run 1, Yami, Marik in quarterfinals. One remains, but they may just stay in the quarterfinals as well if they cannot manage to beat Docs of the Paradox Brothers. We are talking about Chancellor Shepard, who has a very good deck. Cyber deck with Cyber Dragon, with Light Hexal Fusion. I think we saw him use Cyber Twin Dragon against Sartorius. I'm pretty sure Chancellor Shepard has 3 copies of Honest as well. So that certainly means something. I don't think we saw any of them in the first duel, but I don't quite remember. Let's see if we find it in this one. Chancellor Shepard versus Docs in the last quarterfinals. Who's going to face Valiant Crowler?
恩師に恨みはないが、いざ勝負。
Out of the two brothers in this tournament, so Dox and Slade Princeton, they're not each other's brothers, but they have brothers that they're associated with. Those will both be in the male-only tournament. So for Slade, there's Jagger Princeton. For Dox, there's Kara. Immediate fusion summon into Cyber Ogre 2. That's a big monster to start with Chancellor Shepherd. They have Cyber Esper, which is okay. Another Polly, which isn't useful yet. And then Evolution Burst is only useful with a Cyber Dragon on the field. What do you have, Dox? No spells and traps on Chancellor Shepherd's side to stop you. What does Cyber Esper do? You can look at every card you bundle out. Legendary Ocean. Well, that's going to be immediately played. Yeah, that was to be expected. Mainly used for Suijin and making that a 1 tribute monster. Kaiser Seahorse can attack Esper. I don't know what Cyber Ogre 2's effect is. I remember what 1's effect is. You need the second one in the hand to make use of it. It was really the hand one that I think it's a hand trap. When this card attacks, I can't quite read it yet. It gains attack half to the attack of the attack target. I think that's what it said. Yeah. What is this at? It's Widespread Ruin. This could ruin Shepherd's Day. You'll have Cyber Valley to stall for a turn, because you can banish that when the opponent declares an attack. End battle phase, I believe, and then draw a card. So that plus the next draw phase gives Shepherd 2 cards that find something to stop Dox with. There's Suijin. 1 tribute thanks to Legendary Ocean. Draws another Cyber Valley, so I guess I can stall for another turn. Cyber Dragon would be really nice. Play Cyber Dragon, then Evolution Burst. Or otherwise, I can at least stall with Cyber Valley. Proto Cyber Dragon. That's what they're going for. Proto Cyber Dragon's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field, so they can Evolution Burst to get rid of Suijin, which completely avoids its battle effect. Holy? Over Dragon? Are they? What? I guess. I would not have done that, because that's only a 1600 attacker Over Dragon. And that uses the rest of your card, and Cyber Valley could stall if you needed it in a later turn. Now we already know that Dox has cards that can beat 1600 attack. This is not impressive. If Dox has another Kaiser Seahorse, that's it. Even Unshaven Angler, due to the Legendary Ocean boost, that would be enough. They need to play Whirlwind Prodigy. No, they don't have Whirlwind Prodigy. That's Kara that has that. It's a nice monster. There's a cool animation. I'm happy we get to see that. But Dox has many outs to this. And once that's done, Chancellor Shepherd has to do miracle draws the entire time. Nothing to do yet. If that would have been Unshaven Angler, he would have normal summoned it. Oh, that's probably Morphing Jar. Because of the sudden double set that he didn't do last turn. Then again, no, they only set 2 per turn normally. But that's probably still Morphing Jar. Power Wand, yeah, I can't use that. Are we gonna see Morphing Jar? Are they gonna flip summon? Maybe set a card, then use it? No, just instantly, so they won't play their hand card. I thought Shepherd needed new cards, so they probably wouldn't mind this one too much. Sang of the Thunder, okay. Heavy Storm, ooh, that's a nice one. They have Mausoleum in hand, so that'll be the field spell after this. They have a new Suijin. That's gonna take out Over Dragon, but at least Chancellor Shepherd has a shot because he has new hand cards. And he'll definitely Heavy Storm. Hey Manny and Rika, hi, nice to see you in the chat. Doro, Monster card! Yeah. Heavy Storm, there's gonna be a lot of destruction. 5 cards less for Paradox? Nope. Well, yeah, still, but Rush Recklessly just increase the attack because might as well play it before it's destroyed. We know Dox has Mausoleum for next turn, which will help summon high-level monsters in case he's another Suijin or Sang of the Thunder. This is their second Suijin, and they've used... No, they've discarded Sang of the Thunder once through Morphing Jar. So they have at least another Sanga. I'm not sure if they have 2 or 3 copies of them per turn. Dox doesn't have Kazujin. He literally split those monsters up with Para. Para has Kazujin and Gate Guardian. It's Suijin and Sang of the Thunder that are Dox's monsters. With Herald, here comes Sanga. Alright, Cyber Shadow Garnet can help defend him. Next turn, Dox can play Mausoleum of the Emperor, pay 2,000, summon Sanga. He'll probably do that. For now, they're gonna attack. Shining Angel just summons a new monster. Another Shining Angel, probably want to do that, because they'll attack into it. And then you summon something you actually want to use. Probably Proto-Cyber? No, Light Hexal Fusion, summon Proto-Cyber, go Cyber Twin? So, well, actually, Cyber Twin can take out Herald, but not Suijin due to Suijin's battle effect. Let's see what he's gonna do. Plays Honest, of course! Now, are they gonna use Honest effect, put it in the hand, summon Shining Angel? What part of the damage step is, or battle phase even, the Suijin's thing come in? This is a damage calculation? During damage calculation, yeah. You can only make 1 chain in damage calculation. And in this era, Honest could still be using damage calculation, not just before it in the damage step. So you could chain it if the opponent plays it first. But if you attack into them, I think you have the first option to play Honest, and then they choose to chain, and then you could do it. The Bit of Unshaped Angler has Suijin, so it's Suijin, Sanga, and then Mausoleum, so here comes one of them. Probably Sanga, because it's 100 points stronger. And with Honest staying on the field, this is looking good for Dox. It feels a little weird streaming now on Tanner's birthday, but I sent them a happy birthday message early. Even like I had my family and I and the neighborhood cat. We made a video together wishing them a happy birthday. Talked to them for a little while this morning. Well, early afternoon for me, morning for them. But with us being an ocean apart, it's hard to spend the entire day together. They're gonna spend it with some friends. So they're gonna have an ooh, Mirror Force. Very well done, Chancellor Shepard. Now we know there's a Suijin in Dox's hand, though. We know there's a Suijin. That can be summoned with Mausoleum, but that's only if they don't attack. Chancellor Shepard, attack with everything, and then they can't summon Suijin. They cannot summon Suijin if you just lower their life points to below 2,000. That's 2,500. That puts them at 19. I would have probably summoned Proto-Cyber as well. But this puts them at 1,900 life points. And Suijin, without Legendary Ocean on the field, is a level 7 monster. Therefore needs 2 tributes, therefore Mausoleum costs 2,000 life points. That Mirror Force was key. And now Honest goes back to the hand because they have an attack position light monster. Even if... honestly, I hope they play... Dox plays something like Kaiser Seahorse Unshapen Angler now. Because I don't think AI is like, oh, they have Honest in their hand, maybe I shouldn't attack it. Have a set monster, so they got something for defense. Maybe normal summon Proto-Cyber still attack with one of them, potentially Honest to get over the monster. That could be a strategy. Premature Burial, to get Cyber Dragon. Why not get Cyber Dragon? You can finish it this turn. Honest plus Cyber Dragon, finish it. Oh, Jogging the Spiritualist. Would that not have... Does that not have a flip effect to destroy special summon monsters? No, that's just a discard to destroy special summon. What's Dox's miracle draw? It's Monster Reborn. Cyber Ogre 2. Using the highest attack you can find. I don't think they realize it's honest. Wait, when does the effect apply? At what point does Cyber Ogre 2's effect apply? Is it damage step with damage calculation? Damage calculation only, he still gets to half the attack points. It didn't work as a Cyber Ogre 2's effect. It was too far away in attacks. There's the Light Hexal Fusion. But the effect only applies with Cyber Ogre 2 attacks. And with the Light Hexal Fusion, you have Proto Cyber Dragon. Cyber Twin Dragon for the win. When Cyber Ogre 2 is the defending card, it won't work. I feel a Future Fusion into Cyber Twin as well. Double Cyber Twin. Even though it's not even needed. Chancellor Shepard has this. Premature Burial. Sure, bring out a Cyber Dragon. I would assume it's Cyber Dragon. Yep. Now summon Proto Cyber, go for another Cyber Twin. Wait, if they play Proto Cyber, they can do Cyber End Dragon. I've never seen an AI summon Cyber End Dragon. No! There's someone gonna summon another Cyber Twin. Alright, works. I really wanted to see Cyber End Dragon, because they almost always play Cyber Twin. Especially with there being 2 Cyber Dragons and not 3 in that, because it's semi-limited in this era. Cyber Dragon. Alright, let's finish this. Evolution Twin Burst! Cyber Ogre 2 is gone. Field is empty. We know their hand card is Suijin. Nothing you can do. Finish it! Chancellor Shepard is gonna fight one of his own employees, in a sense. He's gonna fight Crowler in the semis. And Crowler and Shepard, because they're school staff members, well, I've said that the staff-only tournament is gonna be a future theme for a tournament. So all the staff members, teachers, nurses, and stuff like that, those will all happen. Like, those will all participate in the tournament, which means we might get another Chancellor Shepard versus Crowler one. We have our semi-finals: Slade, Princeton, Alexis, Rhodes, Valiant, Crowler, Chancellor Shepard. Let's get Alexis back in here. See if she can repeat what Disa did. Get beaten by me next appearance. Actually, no. She has had another appearance. She appeared in the female-only tournament. She's a female character, so obviously she was in the female-only tournament. Where'd she lose there? To Tanya? Yeah, she lost to eventual champion Tanya. Okay. Oh. Press the button on the wrong thing. Slade, Princeton, Alexis, Rhodes. What can Slade do against the girl who his brother has a crush on? Well, he's not gonna care. He just wants to show that the Princeton family owns everything, and that includes Zools. Slade, Princeton, Alexis, Rhodes, our first semi-finals. Let's go.
札から装備魔法よ。この子はどう？モンスターを特殊召喚。
リバースカード。
Limited Venus turn 1, that's a good one. Turns your Chibi does destroy, but it gets rid of Axe Dragon or 2, and we still have the normal summon for Alexis. And we can see Slade's hand, unfortunately. I think Attack Force 4, you don't see the hand anymore, so once we get around to Attack Force 4, we can keep being surprised on both sides. Nice start for Alexis. They lost Splendid Venus, but they were able to use it to get rid of Torrential. And Slade doesn't have anything to summon right now. Or anything to stop Alexis. They drew something. And it's something that can beat Sonic Bird. And there's Splendid Venus again. Not looking good for Slade Princeton whatsoever. The only two people Alexis has ever lost to were the eventual champions of tournaments. It was me in Tournament 1, and it was Tanya in female only. Alexis got another shot because she was beaten by me and didn't have another shot. Well, maybe I forgot that she was in the female only tournament. Should have remembered, considering I took all page 1 and 2 females on that. She lost to Tanya. Tanya won that tournament. We still have Amnael, right? If Amnael wins the tournament, we'll stick to page 3 characters plus Shadow Riders as champions. Because we have 2 page 3 characters, Zenny and Disa, and 2 Shadow Riders in Tanya and Zalug, who have qualified for the Champions Cup so far. We're not at Amnael yet, we're at Slade versus Alexis, and Alexis is looking very good. Still nothing. That's it. Slade bricked. He has some really nice cards, but nothing he can do with anything with. Doesn't have enough dragons for FGD. And Alexis at Splendid Venus turn 1. Sure got Torrential, but she was able to bring it back. Slade, you're done for. Your deck that you spent so much money on just bricked. You lost Alexis to the finals. We don't do matches for duels for 3rd place because even though it would be kind of cool to know that, I don't feel like besides that it really does anything, and I don't give extra prizes to people who are 3rd. If 3rd, 4th placings are important for the last chance qualifiers, if I decide who to put in that tournament, then I'll just treat it as a top 4 finish. And the last chance qualifier means, like, I'm not gonna randomize anyone. It's by choice. The only participants are those that I invite. Alright, Chancellor suffered for the first time as the 2nd duelist, so we won't be able to see their hand. And then we have Professor Crowler. Two staff members of Duel Academy. One of the main professors who also leads the Obelisk Blue Boys Dorm against the head of this school, Chancellor Shepard. Ancient Gear Gadgets versus the Cyber deck with 3 Honest. I was just thinking, with Ancient Gears, like Ancient Gear Beast, Ancient Gear Golem, stopping spells and traps being able to be used, Shepard can still respond with Honest. That could be key.
世界の広さを私が教えてあげるのです。デュエルよく見ておくのね。私のターン。ドローンよ。モンスターをセットするの。カードをセットするの。
Start with 2000 defense, that makes sense. And if that monster survives it, they can summon a gadget. That's some power in the field already, but they might tribute it for Ancient Gear Beast like they did in their quarterfinal. I'd really like them to see summon Green Gadget though. Even though Green Gadget's never really gonna help against Shining Angel. Let's see what he does. Probably a Beast to stop the spells and traps from working. There is Beast. Bottomless might work, Torrential. It's none of those cards. Honest? No Honest right now. It would make very much sense for them to use it if they had it. Dust Tornado does come in. Takes up much recklessly. Wait a sec, no new card. Wait, does Ancient Gear Beast stop more than I remember? They just can't activate any effects? No, just spells and traps? Alright, that's a nice defense against Ancient Gear Beast at least. Negate the effects of monsters this card destroys by battle. That's amazing for Shining Angel and against Shepard's deck. The only way he really has to get around stuff like Ancient Gear Golem and Ancient Gear Beast is Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, Honest. The moment Shepard suddenly summons a light monster in attack position, especially if it can't even beat Green Gadget, that's when you know he has Honest. MSD to rid of Castle, that at least helps them with Golem problem. Well, it could have become a problem, it wasn't one yet. Crowler will probably want to summon Golem next turn to even get over Dread Dynamo. Even though they wouldn't want to lose the Beast. Oh! Okay. Actually, the Cyber Ogre's effect could do it. Do you think it's a hand trap if you have another Cyber Ogre? Yeah. It doesn't win in the battle, but it does negate the attack, I think, and boost the field Cyber Ogre's attack. If they don't have a Cyber Ogre in hand, then this is a really bad choice, because now Beast can overcome the monster. I like that consistency with the gadgets. Do they have another Cyber Ogre? Yes, they do! Attack negate, a 3900 attack for that Cyber Ogre now. What will they be able to do with it? We know there's no trap waiting for them. Here comes Dread Dynamo and attack because they have the red gadget. 2000 attackers, but we have a Cyber Ogre with 3900. Let's read the details. Until its next battle? Why do you attack the thing you could have beaten anyway? Beat the 2000 attacker. Because now the attack boost is gone. Dread Dynamo is weakened now, sure, but now Ancient Gear Beast can beat you. Or maybe they expect the Golem to be summoned anyway? Some yellow gadget, because that just boosts Dread Dynamo again. There's not another Cyber Ogre. This is gonna be bad for Chancellor Shepard. Yeah, there wasn't another. Well, even if they would have taken out the Ancient Gear Beast, the Dread Dynamo would have been able to take him out, so... Yeah. This just allowed him to stall for a turn in a sense. Crowler's in a very good position. When yellow guys that attacks or Dread Dynamo, Mirror Force could come in. So if he Destiny goes into Mirror Force, then that would be the moment to use it. Crowler doesn't have Engineer, so we can't just destroy it. No Destiny draw. There's a Cyber Dragon. That beats Crowler's monsters, but I think I remember what Crowler's set card is. Yeah, it's Shrink. It's really bad for Chancellor Shepard. No Honest either, it would have been used there. Not good. There's a Proto Cyber Dragon. Why would you play that in attack position? Why would you play that in attack position unless you have Honest? But if you had Honest, why not play it on Cyber Dragon? Is this the turn where Crowler wins and goes to the finals? Actually, I mentioned Amnael last, that if Amnael wins during the last duel. Amnael isn't even in this. Amnael lost to Crowler. Here comes Ancient Gear Golem. Boosted attack for the Ancient Gears as well. Ancient Gear Golem attacks. If you have Honest, this is your moment to use it. You don't. I think this is over. And Dr. Crowler, with Ancient Gear Beast attacking directly, beats his boss, Chancellor Shepard, and makes it to the finals. Oh, I quite like Professor Crowler, so I would be excited for him to win the tournament. At the same time, with how Alexis has performed this tournament and in the very first one, I think Alexis deserves it too. Alexis will have at least one, like, outside of the last chance qualifier, because I'm not confirming that Alexis will be in there if she loses this final, but I'd say it's pretty likely. And outside of the everyone joins tournament, which literally has everyone, even the ones that have already won tournaments. Alexis will have at least one other tournament appearance in the Obelisk Blue tournament. Crowler will have at least one other tournament in the staff members tournament, which will feature Crowler, Bonaparte, Fontaine, Sadie, all the generic teachers, including Mimicry as himself and not playing as another character. So I'm looking forward to all those themed tournaments. But that's for the future. We have one more duel in this stream, one more duel to go. Who will be our 5th champion? I knew there would be a 5th champion at the start of this tournament because no defending champions are in this. Assuming the next tournament will be the male-only tournament, which is what I intend, we may not have a 6th champion there because Don Zalug will actually be in that tournament. He was our 3rd champion. Well, the second one that qualified for Champions Cup. Maybe I just shouldn't count my own win. One more duel. Alexis Rhodes, Valian Crowler. Who will join Disa, Don Zalug, Tanya, and Zanny in qualifying for the Champions Cup? Let's go. Alexis, oh, but she has Dakini in hand. Okay, that's Machine Angel Ritual. Don't play it now, don't play it now. Good. Dakini would be a really good way to get around Ancient Golem. Or anything else big. Especially Golem, if Golem is the only monster on the field. Well, on Crowler's field. Gaia Power, we haven't seen that yet in the quarter semifinals. You might have seen that in the original round, I don't remember. Set monster, that's not going to be good. We're probably going to see Heavy Storm here. Yeah, we're going to see Heavy Storm. Make a lot of sense here. And then just Dakini afterwards. Maybe Senju, search Dakini, tribute Dakini. Echo just for Hollow the Fallen first. Play it because she just likes to play it, even though it has no use right now. At least it's on the field in case that set card is the Morphing Jar. Sanju has to search for Dakini. Wait, where's Machine Angel Ritual? Did I miss where that went? I thought they searched for Machine Angel Ritual. Huh? Did I completely not... Did I think it was Machine Angel Ritual that they added with Manju? Or did they discard it for something that I do not remember? Alright, there was a Gajilton Dragon. Crowler has some more cards to play with, but... Advantage Alexis. There's a Machine Angel Ritual. There's a Marshmallow, which can help with stall, but not once Ancient Golem's out. Valhalla's already on the field, which in this case was nice. And if her two monsters get destroyed, she does have Valhalla to summon Splendid Venus. The Splendid Venus, due to its effect, can actually beat Ancient Gear Golem, assuming Ancient Gear Castle and Gaia Power are not in the field. Alright, Crowler's Heavy Storm is used. Only a sets though. Could be a gadget. Could be Dread Dynamo with 2000. I'm gonna guess she's gonna use Hackatus to summon to search for another Valhalla. Yeah. Torrential. I didn't even see what Crowler's monster was. But whether it was a gadget, Dread Dynamo, or something else, it would have been beaten. Of course, yeah, Crowler, yeah. Hi, 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 hi. Green gadget starts with the consistency, gets a red. Alexis will take some damage, but at least I have Marshmallow on to set for next turn.
まだよ。まだいける。覚悟はいい？私のターン。ドロー。行くわよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
Why play it? I know you like Valhalla very much, but use Marshmallow's effect. You saved Crowler 1,000 life points. Crowler wants piercing, he wants Engineer Golem, probably. I guess the machine is a ritual. But they need another Dakini. And we've already had 2. Get rid of swords. Okay, so you can attack next turn. To attack Sonic Bird. The Sonic Bird is bound to attack Sangan here, so Crowler gets a search. No, shrink. Just beating it. Not sure if that was worth it. He probably has something to take out Sonic Bird anyway. And he can't do anything against Marshmallow. But if he doesn't have anything like Engineer Golem or Engineer Beast, then I can understand. Also gets rid of a monster that could potentially be tributed for Machine Ninja Ritual later. Red Gadget, there's an 1800 attacker, searches for yellow. Surge of monsters will keep coming, but if he doesn't get Ancient Gear Golem, not much he can do against Marshmallow. Once Ancient Gear Golem comes out, this is going to be bad for Alexis. And he thins his deck out a little more every turn by searching for the gadget, so higher chance to get Golem. We'll need 2 tributes, but they're available. There's Sangan, a gadget. But we're gonna see the final Machine Ninja Ritual, assuming... No! Okay, so it was Machine Ninja Ritual then probably that I saw early on. And they just discarded it and I forgot how it was discarded. Sangan thins the deck out a bit more. There's boot up Soldier Dread ammo. That's a 2000 attacker. It's Earth, so that's gonna be 2500 under Gaia power. His chance for Ancient Gear Beast is... Dealing a bit more damage to that Sonic Bird makes sense. Even though it actually has the same power as Dread Dynamo. But this way Mirror Force can be used. So it's safer. Still waiting for the Ancient Gear Golem. Summons Manju, we'll get the 3rd Dakini. What was the second? I think it was the 3rd Dakini. But she still can summon Dakini because she only has level 7 total on the field. And even with Gaia power up, Dakini is stronger than Ancient Gear Beast. So if Crowler doesn't get Ancient Gear Golem, Dakini can help Alexis take over. With Ancient Gear Castle though, Ancient Gear Beast now has 2800 attack, which is more than Dakini. And Dakini's effect allows the opponent to destroy one of the monsters upon Dakini's summon. So then Crowler will just choose to destroy, let's say, Green Gadget. Or any of the other monsters that it might have at that point. Keep Ancient Gear Beast stronger than Dakini.
ここで負けるわけにはいかない。私のターン。ドロ
Does she even want to summon it at this point?
ー。モンスターをセット。
She can't. Setting in a way is a waste. You just want to keep it in your hand, hope that you can still stall with Marshmallow and that they don't destroy it with Shield Cross, Smashing Gun, whatever. Keep it in your hand so you can summon Dakini with it. Maybe on the next turn. Yellow gadget, thins the deck even more. Where's Ancient Gear Golem? Because Alexis is not attacking anymore. There's no monster in attack position, therefore no damage dealt on Ancient Gear Beast attacks. No, it's just Dread Dynamo now, for whatever reason. Because it's strong enough that AI thinks, oh yeah, we can destroy the monster. That way, if this is Mirror Force, she can actually make use of it. No, it's Monster Reborn. She chooses Gajiltron Dragon! That was discarded by Morphing Jar. That's 35, no 38! Because the castle affects it too. That's her way out of this. Can Alexis win the tournament using Crowler's monster? Gajiltron Dragon wasn't summoned by tributing any gadgets, but it's still 30-800 attack, and the opponent still can't use spells and traps during the damage step. Or even the battle step. Yeah, just from attack declaration, those are the end of the damage step. Crowler, where's your golem? You need your golem now. Summon Ancient Gear Golem. Crash it into Gajiltron. And then attack with the others. Sad card? Is there a shrink? If that's shrink, they would have left, let's say, Dread Dynamo and attack, probably. Or no, they would have used that during their turn, because they can't use it otherwise. It's the Gajiltron's effect. The general Ancient Gear effect. There goes Dread Dynamo. Alexis is not out of this. She's given us some very fun duels. Against Yumi as well. And then she just obliterated Slade in the semis. If Alexis wins this, she's in Champions Cup. If Alexis loses this, she won't have been champion in 3 attempts, but she made it to semis twice, of which finals once, and she only ever lost to the person that won the tournament. Which is still a very good thing. Alright, making use of Engineer's effect to destroy a spell or trap. But is it worth it? Because now Crowler's gonna get more damage. Castle's going, so that weakens Gajiltron Dragon a bit, but it also weakens Engineer. Still gonna be 1500 damage. I think, assuming Alexis loses this, she doesn't qualify for Champions Cup, but I feel like she should be the first, might possibly be the first confirmed person to be in the Last Chance qualifier. Assuming she doesn't win the all-person tournament, or the Always Blue tournament. I'm only ever going to fully decide on the Last Chance qualifier entrance by the end, and then I'll also go over all the results from all the tournaments and see who I find appropriate. A lot of people who've done consistently well, but just not one tournament, like potentially Alexis here. And then add a few that I feel like I just want to give another chance. Maybe, I don't know, Nova, one of the page 3 characters. I feel like he was only, let's say, in 2 tournaments, always lost in round 1 or 2, but I want to give him another chance just because I like him. Cyrus Truesdale, maybe he only ever made it to quarterfinals. Never made it super far, but I like him, I like his deck, I want to give him another shot. I could do that. But I mostly want to go for people who have made it far, but not quite did it. I want to have a few surprises too. There's a Mirror Force, it's allowed now because Sonic Bird attacks! That gets around Gajiltron Dragon if Alexis didn't have a second Royal Decree. The last one was destroyed by Engineer, but she had another one. Oh, Alexis, you really are about to win with Crowler's own card. His best card after Golem. The only reason why you'd really say Gajilton Dragon is better is one, in the situational moments where he tribute summon it using gadgets distributes. And Gajilton Dragon can be summoned via Gear Town. In this deck, he doesn't play Gear Town. In his first and maybe a second one he does. He battles? I guess because he can take out Sonic Bird. But yeah, otherwise Sonic Bird would take out the gadget. This costs him a bit of life once first, but it would save him in the long run. But it's gonna be another 1800 damage dealt though. Is this Alexis's chance? She still has Dakini in hand, even if Crowler takes over. She has this as a backup, but she definitely doesn't want to tribute Gajilton Dragon. I would assume Gajilton on the attack position gadget. That too. Would have probably just attacked with Gajilton first for the safety of the spell on top, what it might be. 1800 damage. Alexis well into the lead. Are we gonna see it finish next turn? He has one monster, maybe two. Okay, he has two monsters, so even if Manju can take out one with the help of Gaia Power, and Gajilton the other, doesn't have to be it. Does Alexis have another? Maybe draw into Hecatrice? Goes into Sangan, that's enough. Play it. Cyber Girl Sangan. Can Manju, with the help of Gaia Power, potentially take out a set monster? Gajilton first. The Gajilton will win. I don't think there's anything like Marshmallow and Crowler's deck. Does he make it? It's Giant Rat. Okay, Sangan can't do it. I was already wondering if he had Giant Rat or not. So this might be Engineer. No, goes for another Giant Rat. So he survives for the turn. Sangan can't do this. He can switch to the defense in his turn and still summon some more things. Because Gajilton doesn't negate the effects of a monster destroys. That's just based. Gajilton just says the standard ancient power thing, ancient gear thing, when it attacks until end of damage to the opponent can't play spells or traps. And then it can gain effects based on the gadgets that were attributed to tribute summon it. Red, yellow, or green. Torrential. I think Alexis would have won if she played Fissure here. Look a moon to stop Manju. Why not Gajilton? This is their chance to play it on Gajilton. Then again, Gajilton could have been flip summoned still at the end phase, so that wouldn't have helped that much taking it out. There's a third Giant Rat. He's been able to stall, but he needs a good draw. Something like a Mirror Force would do, assuming Manju attacks first. What do you have? Smart Giant Rat defense. If Manju attacks and it's not interrupted, then they have to summon a Giant Rat. Either not summon or summon something in an attack position, at which point Gajilton can finish it. This could be the final turn again. Can Crowler use his set card? Doesn't seem like it. This could be the final attack. Alexis wins thanks to Gajilton Dragon. Was in a really bad position, but Monster Reborn in the Gajilton Dragon, which was sent to the grave by Morphing Jar earlier. Ancient Gajilton Dragon with Crowler's own monster, Alexis Rhodes, is our new champion.
私が負けるなんてありえないの。
残念でした。こっちにも負けられない理由があるのよ。
There we go. Alexis Rhodes. She did it. Twice losing to the eventual champion. First time she makes the finals. And she wins it. Congratulations, Alexis. End the tournament and look at the results one more time. Alexis Rhodes, the champion. Valiant Crowler gets second place. Chancellor, Shepard, and Slade Princeton, top 4 in their debut. Well done. Dox, Amnael, Yumi, and Yami, Marik made it to quarterfinals. And then those that unfortunately lost, Blair, Flanagan, again. Even the maiden deck couldn't help them. They're really good, especially with their Lightsword deck, but they just have lost and lost and lost. They will be in the Old Characters tournament, they will be in the Obelisk Blue tournament, but if they're not randomized in any others, I don't feel like they could even be an LCQ if she keeps losing. Colin didn't make it, Nova, Sartorius, Bastion couldn't do it with his water deck, Fujiwara, Dorothy. If Dorothy even wins one duel at some point in the future, potentially in the staff tournament, that would be great. We're really fun to see. I don't think I've ever seen her win. And then Yubel. Our champion, Alexis Rhodes. Thank you very much for watching this tournament, everyone. I appreciate it. Next tournament, hopefully, will be the male-only tournament, assuming I can unlock a specific deck for Zane Truesdale. If not, that tournament will be delayed some more, and we might do Rye Yellow next. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to always remember that you, yes you are worth it. Have a nice rest of your day.